It's like a cloth slash satin combination.
They put AMP.
Brokey! Just shy of the ace!
Nice, good shit, man.
Basically this, Jake's kicking me out.
Any chance I would get, I would take that back.
3, 2, 1.
In the world of online entertainment, few things are as fascinating as the rise of the streamer content house. These are real homes where streamers, gamers, and digital creators live together, producing streams, videos, and endless collaborations under one roof. While the idea sounds straightforward, gather creators in a mansion and let them film, it has completely reshaped how digital entertainment works. Groups like FaZe Clan, AMP, and others have grown into cultural movements that blur the lines between friendship, lifestyle, and business. Much like the world of music, there's always a balance to be struck between love and numbers, between the emotional devotion of fans and the measurable reach of streams. Before content houses, most streamers worked solo, grinding away in bedrooms and slowly building audiences. Success relied on consistency, luck, and patience. Content houses disrupted that model. Collaboration became the new engine. Living together created spontaneous ideas, shared appearances, group challenges, and chaotic moments that individual creators couldn't replicate. Fans don't just watch the content, they buy into the chemistry. The laughter, arguments, and inside jokes become part of the show itself. Viewers aren't tuning in just for videos, they're tuning in because it feels like joining a circle of friends. FaZe Clan is one of the most iconic examples. Originally a group of Call of Duty trickshotters, FaZe grew into an esports empire and lifestyle brand. Their houses, multi-million-dollar mansions, became symbols of gaming's potential. Fans loved not only the gameplay, but also the personalities, the pranks, and the chaos of young creators living like stars. That love translated into loyalty. FaZe merch sold out, millions dreamed of joining, and online support turned them into a powerhouse. At the same time, the numbers were staggering. Billions of views, millions of followers, and a presence so massive that FaZe became a household name in gaming culture. AMP, Any Means Possible, on the other hand, shows how newer houses took the formula in fresh directions. Based in Atlanta, AMP focuses less on esports and more on lifestyle, humor, and variety content. Their skits, challenges, and competitions feel authentic and hilarious, often going viral. Fans don't just see them as entertainers, they see them as a friend group they'd want to join. Memes spread across social media, TikTok clips rack up views, and fan communities passionately support each member. Their numbers are huge, but what sets them apart is the love. They've built not just a channel, but a culture. This balance between love and numbers is the heart of why content houses thrive. Some rack up sky-high views but lack deep loyalty. Others may not dominate charts but inspire devotion so fierce that fans treat them like family. Numbers bring visibility, love brings permanence. Much like music fandoms, one ensures reach while the other ensures legacy. Another element is the spectacle of lifestyle. Content houses are often staged in luxury. Mansions, sports cars, gaming rooms, pools. This aspirational setup draws fans in but can also create distance. Some admire it, while others see it as unrelatable. The most successful houses find balance, offering aspirational dreams while staying grounded enough to feel authentic. That's where love deepens. When fans feel both inspired and included, social media is the amplifier. Content houses don't just rely on YouTube or Twitch, they expand across TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter with highlights, memes, and candid clips. Fans adopt their slang, remix moments, and spread culture outside the house. When fans defend creators online, organize communities, or even mirror their humor in daily life, you know the group has built something bigger than content. AMP's fandom, for instance, feels like joining a movement, while FaZe's legacy shows how culture endures even as platforms and algorithms evolve. Of course, content houses face challenges. Living where you work leads to burnout, conflict, or financial disputes. Breakups between members or creative disagreements are common. Yet even these struggles play out publicly, keeping fans invested. Audiences don't just support the group, they pick sides, defend individuals, and stay emotionally tied. It proves love goes deeper than numbers. It becomes a relationship between creators and community. At the end of the day, streamer content houses like FaZe Clan and AMP show collaboration at its peak. Love ensures loyalty, keeping fans around long term. Streaming numbers ensure reach, pulling in new audiences worldwide. The groups that endure are the ones that master both, where passion and popularity fuel each other. And maybe that's the true lesson. In the fast-changing world of digital entertainment, success isn't about choosing love or numbers. It's about building spaces where both can thrive together. In many ways, streamer content houses are the digital age version of something we've seen before. Decades back, boy bands and pop groups were assembled not just for music, but for chemistry, personality clashes, and public appeal. Fans weren't only listening to songs, they were following friendships, rivalries, and personal growth. In the 2000s, shows like The Real World or Big Brother thrived on the same formula. Gather young, ambitious people under one roof and watch the drama unfold. But streamer houses take that concept one step further. Here, the cast doesn't just live together for a TV show. They live, create, and broadcast 24/7, turning daily life into endless entertainment. The constant availability of digital platforms fuels this shift. Unlike TV shows that air weekly, streaming groups push out content daily, sometimes hourly. Every funny prank, late-night confession, or heated debate can become a viral clip. That immediacy creates intimacy. Fans don't just feel like spectators, they feel like participants. It's not watching in the traditional sense, it's belonging. The psychology of fandom. Why love matters more than numbers. When analyzing these groups, one fascinating point is the psychology of fandom. Numbers are important, but emotional investment, love, is what keeps fans coming back even when the content slows down. Psychologists describe this as parasocial relationships, the one-sided bonds viewers form with creators. For fans, watching their favorite streamer feels like spending time with a close friend. When a group of creators shares their lives in a house, the parasocial effect multiplies. Every inside joke, shared struggle, or bonding moment gives fans a sense of being in on it. They feel like they know the group, not just as entertainers, but as people. This is where loyalty kicks in. Even if streaming numbers dip or algorithms shift, fans who feel emotionally attached will defend, promote, and stick with the group. That's the power of love. It can outlast numbers. The economics behind the mansions. Of course, content houses don't run on love alone. They are also big businesses fueled by sponsorships, ad revenue, merchandise, and brand partnerships. Behind every viral challenge or funny prank is often a carefully planned ecosystem. Sponsors see content houses as marketing gold mines, multiple creators, overlapping audiences, and endless opportunities for brand placement. A single prank video in the kitchen might feature a soda brand. A gaming challenge might be sponsored by a PC company. A clothing haul video doubles as a merch drop. And because the members live together, content production never sleeps. For brands, this is cheaper and more effective than traditional advertising. But economics also bring pressure. With high costs for mansions, cars, and production, the need to constantly generate numbers can weigh heavily on creators. Sometimes what fans see as spontaneous chaos is actually calculated strategy. And when revenue streams dry up, tension surfaces quickly. The rise and fall cycle of groups. History shows us that no group lasts forever. Just as boy bands eventually disband or reality show casts move on, content houses often face their own rise and fall cycles. The early stages are fueled by excitement, new content, fresh chemistry, viral growth. But over time, burnout, conflicts, or shifting goals lead to exits. FaZe Clan, for instance, saw its original members evolve in different directions, some pursuing solo careers, others clashing over management and money. AMP, while currently thriving, will eventually face the same tests, maintaining unity as individuals grow. What's fascinating, though, is how fandoms react to these cycles. When members leave, fans often follow them individually while still holding nostalgia for the group. This creates a ripple effect. The group may fade, but the culture it created lives on, comparing streaming groups to music collectives. The similarities between content houses and music groups are uncanny. Consider BTS, One Direction, or even the Beatles. Each thrived not just because of talent, but because of chemistry. Fans loved the group dynamic as much as the music. Content houses mirror this perfectly. Fans don't just watch streams, they fall in love with the way members interact. But there's a critical difference. Music groups release albums and tours on fixed schedules. Content houses are always on. They live in the spotlight, which magnifies everything: the good, the bad, and the ugly. The dark side: burnout, drama, and exploitation. No exploration of content houses is complete without acknowledging the dark side. The constant demand for content leads to burnout. Creators often sacrifice privacy, rest, and mental health. Living with coworkers blurs boundaries. Drama, real or manufactured, becomes inevitable. There have also been cases of exploitation. Young creators signed into unfair contracts, manipulated by managers, or pressured to produce content at unhealthy rates. The luxury of the house can mask the reality of long working hours and financial struggles. Fans, too, sometimes feed the toxicity. Parasocial love can turn into parasocial entitlement, where fans demand constant access, criticize personal choices, or turn against members who don't meet expectations. What started as love can mutate into obsession, the global spread of content houses. While FaZe and AMP dominate the US scene, content houses are a global phenomenon. In Asia, Korea's gaming houses fueled esports long before Western groups caught on. Japan has idol groups that live together, blurring entertainment and lifestyle. Latin America and Europe have their own rising collectives, often blending local culture with the content house model. This global spread shows that the formula, friendship plus collaboration plus spectacle, is universal. Every culture adapts it differently, but the core appeal remains the same. The future of content houses. Where does this all go next? Some predict the decline of content houses, arguing that audiences will tire of the same formulas. Others believe they'll evolve, becoming hybrid entertainment studios, blending streaming with film, TV, and music. Imagine a future where content houses aren't just mansions full of streamers, but cultural hubs, producing podcasts, launching brands, collaborating with musicians, even creating TV-level series while still maintaining the raw, relatable energy that fans love. Virtual reality and I may also transform the model. Fans could walk through digital versions of content houses, attend virtual parties, or interact with avatars of creators. The line between fan and friend could blur even further, but one thing will stay constant: the balance of love and numbers. Success in digital entertainment will always depend on both the measurable reach of streams and the immeasurable devotion of fans. One of the biggest challenges for content houses is authenticity. Fans fall in love with the realness of friendships, the unscripted laughter, the organic moments. Yet the pressure to sustain momentum often pushes creators toward performance. Suddenly, what was once spontaneous becomes staged. A prank may be rehearsed. A random challenge may be sponsored. A casual hangout may be filmed 3 times for better lighting. This isn't inherently bad. After all, entertainment always involves some level of performance. But when fans start to feel the shift from authenticity to artificiality, love can erode. Numbers may spike from viral marketing campaigns, but loyalty weakens if fans sense the magic fading. Content houses that thrive long-term are those that manage to package performance without losing authenticity, blurring the line in a way that still feels genuine. AMP is a strong example. Their humor often feels effortless, even when carefully edited. Fans sense that the chemistry is real, even if the video is planned. This balance is the invisible tightrope every content house must walk. Too real and you risk burnout, too fake and you lose trust. The power of identity and representation. Another often overlooked aspect of love-driven fandom is representation. Fans don't just watch, they project. They see themselves in the creators they follow. Content houses succeed when fans feel reflected, whether that's through humor, struggles, culture, or even physical appearance. FaZe Clan built its empire not just on skill, but on relatability. They were kids playing games in their bedrooms who made it big, a dream every gamer could imagine. AMP, meanwhile, represents a fresh wave of Black creators whose humor, culture, and storytelling resonate deeply with fans who rarely saw themselves centered in mainstream media. That representation fuels devotion. Fans aren't just supporting a group, they're supporting the idea that they belong in this cultural space too. This is where love beats numbers. Algorithms can promote videos, but they can't manufacture identity. A fan who feels represented becomes more than a viewer. They become an advocate. They share clips, defend creators online, and treat the group's success as personal validation. That's the type of loyalty that no metric can quantify. Generational shifts in entertainment. Another reason content houses fascinate is that they signal a generational shift. For millennials, YouTube was about individual creators grinding alone. For Gen Z, it's about collectives, shared energy, crossovers, and group identities. For Gen Alpha, growing up with TikTok and AI, the line between creator and friend may blur even further. Think about how entertainment has evolved. In the 90s, sitcoms like Friends and Seinfeld gave audiences a circle of characters to love. In the 2000s, reality TV made friendships, drama, and chaos the show itself. Now, content houses combine both, scripted chemistry and unscripted chaos, all delivered instantly through social media. And for younger generations, this feels natural. They don't just want to watch characters. They want to engage with them, meme them, stitch their TikToks, remix their jokes. A content house doesn't just entertain, it creates a cultural ecosystem that fans live inside. The role of conflict. Why drama works. It's impossible to discuss content houses without addressing drama. Whether it's creative differences, financial disputes, or personal conflicts, drama inevitably arises. What's fascinating is that drama, while dangerous, often strengthens fandom bonds. When two members argue, fans take sides. When someone leaves, fans mourn, speculate, and debate. The group's struggles become part of the storyline. Unlike a TV show, this isn't scripted drama. It's real lives unfolding in public. And that realism creates emotional intensity. But here lies a paradox. While drama can spike numbers, it risks damaging love. If conflicts feel too toxic, fans may disengage. The most successful houses manage to let drama exist without letting it consume them, using conflict as fuel for growth rather than collapse. The ripple effect beyond the house. Another layer worth exploring is how content houses influence culture beyond their walls. Their slang becomes everyday speech. Their fashion choices spark trends. Their challenges shape TikTok feeds worldwide. FaZe Clan, for example, made gaming culture cool at a time when it was still niche. AMP turned everyday humor and friendship into global entertainment. These ripple effects show how content houses aren't just passive entertainment. They actively shape identity and social interaction. For fans, this creates a sense of belonging to something larger than themselves. They're not just watching creators, they're part of a cultural wave. That feeling of belonging, once again, is rooted in love, not numbers. The sustainability question. Yet the question remains, are content houses sustainable? Can people live, work, and entertain together indefinitely without burning out? History suggests the answer is complicated. As houses grow, the initial spark of friendship often collides with the machinery of business. Some members evolve into bigger stars, while others fade. Jealousy, pressure, and fatigue creep in. Eventually, every group faces the decision, keep pushing as a unit or split into individual paths. But sustainability doesn't always mean permanence. Even short-lived groups can leave lasting cultural impact. The Beatles lasted only a decade, but their influence reshaped music forever. Similarly, even if a content house dissolves, its imprint on digital culture can echo for years. Perhaps the goal of a content house isn't to last forever, but to create a cultural moment so strong that fans carry it forward long after the house is gone. A digital mirror of real-life communities. Finally, it's worth considering why fans are so drawn to these digital communities in the first place. In many ways, content houses mirror something deeply human: the desire for connection. Humans have always gathered in tribes, circles, and friend groups. What content houses do is translate that ancient instinct into digital form. For viewers, watching creators laugh, argue, or bond feels like joining a friend group, even if they've never met them. It provides comfort, companionship, and belonging in an age where loneliness is rising. In that sense, content houses aren't just about content, they're about community. And that may be the truest reason love outlasts numbers. So, what can we take away from the story of streamer content houses? At their core, they're not just about gaming, pranks, or challenges, they're about connection. About the way love, numbers, emotion, and visibility weave together to create something bigger than content. Some groups will rise, others will fall, but the impact of this era will echo for years to come. Because behind every viral clip is a community. Behind every mansion tour is a dream. And behind every group name, FaZe, AMP, and countless others, is a reminder that entertainment today isn't just watched, it's lived. If you enjoyed diving into this world with us, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the culture shaping our digital lives. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. We've got plenty more stories to tell. And now I want to hear from you. Which content house do you think balances love and numbers best? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll be reading and replying. Until next time, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.